You hear that? The town is talking.
Talking to the town 411.com.
We're talking to Jason Hill from season 30 of The Real World. How was it working on MTV's Real World Skeletons?
I had a blast. I had fun. It was definitely totally different than what I expected as far as, watching it. Every other season I caught a couple episodes, and being in there is totally different. It's like your comfort level's on a whole other level. You definitely have to adjust as time go on because you realize, there is no privacy. And you're right. You're there filmed 24/7. So it was pretty amazing, actually.
That's good. We're fans of The Real World here, and we love watching to see what's next and everything. And we were pretty sad that we didn't get to see your reunion.
You know what? We all were sad. The roommates and myself were definitely sad about that situation. We wish we could have had a reunion. I know we plan on having our own personal reunion, just us linking up with one another soon, actually, because, we miss each other. But it is what it is. And, we can't do much about it. All we can do is just keep it moving.
Is there anything that, you really were looking forward to getting off your chest, wanting to say at the reunion that you want to clear up now, maybe?
I would say the only thing at the reunion which I was looking forward to doing was just linking back up with everybody, and of course, chopping it up. And what I mean by chopping up, slang term, just talking to everybody and catching up, see how people are doing. And of course, strengthening up that wolf pack, me and Cole, chopping up with her face to face, talking to her. Of course, I would have liked to have done it, probably in a private stage, but if that was a stage in which we could do it on, I definitely would love to do it then, in front of everybody so they can see us really talk things over and move forward from what took place.
Yeah, because in case, anybody happened to miss it, that was a pretty big thing on the show. I guess it was a big moment on there where you got pretty upset, and she got upset because you slammed her on the wall or something. That's what it seemed like.
Oh, no, there was no slamming on the wall at all. Definitely was none of that. But we definitely got into a situation in which I put her in a altercation which she's never been in, and neither have I. And, it kind of damaged our relationship tremendously. Unlike other scenarios which took place in the house, their relationship that took place between them, I don't think it was on the level which our relationship was, so it definitely was a little bit more impactful. But, I love her to death, and I'm always going to love her regardless. And in due time, I know we're going to make things work. Only time will tell, but I'm going to speak on a positive light.
That's really good to hear because you know how it is. People take that very seriously when guys, get angry and females feel like the way she did. So I guess it impacted a lot of people on the show. Not only you guys, it impacted a lot of viewers, too. So it's good, to hear that you were looking forward to, talking with her and trying to patch things up. But you haven't yet?
Oh, you know what? We really have not really been in communication one-on-one with one another. We still have our group chat and text messages with roommates, but me and her really haven't really had that direct message with one another.
Sounds like she's still pretty hurt, maybe.
I mean, I bet she is, too.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to continue to beat myself up about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I apologize. I manned up for the situation immediately, as what a mature individual would do. And, I'm.
That's good. And you just have to respect, her decision and see,
That's all and when I was in the house, sorry to cut you off, Lady T, when I was in the house, I respected her decision when she said I was there too. I said, because of that, I will stay away from you and respect your presence. You respect your word. And to this day, I'm still going to respect her presence or, if I ever run into her word, period. Whether I'm here next to her or not, I respect her and I got to respect what she wants. So she'll come to me when she's ready. When she do, I can't wait.
Well, so that's one of the things you probably would like to get into at the reunion. Like anything else, maybe. I know meeting your dad, that was a big point in the show.
Ooh, yeah. It was intense, Lady T. It was intense.
He has not met his father until The Real World. Is that correct? You have not met him, right?
Never met him.
And The Real World whipped it up together and got him on the show.
Yeah. I knew if it wasn't for that stage, I would have never met him. Let's all be honest here. Let's be real. If it was not for that stage, me being out there in Chicago, part of this MTV documentary, I would have never met him. But I'm not going to be upset knowing that if it wasn't for that stage, I would have never met him. I'd be grateful to know that it brought closure. You know what I'm saying? I feel so much better meeting him and realizing, it's confirmed. I know exactly why you wasn't there, and I'm not upset that you wasn't there, but I'm glad I got to meet you, and now I'm ready to move on and take on fatherhood in a way better light than you did. So it was definitely a big stepping stone, and it was a big closure for me. I enjoyed it, and I know I'm not the only one in the world that's going through that or went through that, so I definitely had a lot of people that felt what I felt.
Right. So Jason, he never got a chance to meet his dad. Like a lot of our listeners, a lot of people, your viewers, they go through the same exact thing. And that's what we love about the real world. It brings people into, familiarities, like things that we're going through in real life. So I really like how you dealt with that, because honestly, like you could have not been happy about that at all. You could have a lot of resentment towards him. So that was nice. Is there anything do you speak with him actually?
You know what? To be honest with you, I have not spoken to him. I'm not going to send nobody no dream and say, yeah, I talked to him in the regular. No.
It was just the real world, and that was that.
Just the real world, and that was it. I feel like I was told you. I will speak to him on the terms in which I feel I'm ready to speak to him. It's been 25 years. So that's a long time. Not a single word, not a letter, not nothing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing. So it's like he can wait a couple months. He can wait a little while until I'm ready to really to acknowledge him at that level. Because I had no choice but to deal with it because I'm on that stage.
Why do you think it worked out on the show?
You know what? Because I realized the reason why I had so much built up inside over so many years, in which I tried to deny it was for the lack of his presence. Say, it's not because of him. It's all good. But we try not to use someone's absence or of presence as an excuse. We try not to use any excuse, but you know what? Lacking that authority, lacking that presence can impact your life in a certain way. And I felt that when I met him, unfortunately, it was a situation that took place before he came that really opened up my eyes even more when he arrived. And I was like, you know what? Now I know. You know what I'm saying? Now I know why I act the way I act. Now I know why I have that chip on my shoulder and why I walk with my head high. And now I know why I talk the way I talk and walk the way I walk. So do you. It has its good and its bad, but definitely some of the bad which I picked up because of lack of this presence affected some relationships. But you live and you learn and you grow. And because of that, I was able to forgive him and know that forgiving him is going to help me grow. Because if I don't forgive him, then I'm just holding a grudge.
Do you think that he chose to do it because to be on TV, or?
I don't know. Actually, he told me he was unsure about doing it. His buddy's like, go ahead and do it. But he's like, I don't know. I don't want no drama. I don't want to try to fight me or nothing. I simply told the old man, I kept on saying, I wasn't going to fight you. Look at me and look at you. We already know who would have won, but we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that now. Come on, old school. We could, But we so good to sit down and talk to us. So real good to do
Have
that.
you ever tried to?
When I was younger, my mom used to say, I have an idea where he at, baby. And if you want to go get him, I know it's going to be tough for to find him, but at least I have an idea where he at. I said, Mama, if you wanted to be here, he'll be here. So, no, I'm good.
Right.
But obviously, even though I was on that stage, regardless of what took place behind the scenes for him to get there, he got there, and I was able to move forward.
Right. Shout out to all the dads who are there for their children, and you actually have a child now. You had one of the first real world babies on the show.
Yeah.
Actually, during the filming, right? That was a nice moment. So, are you turning the tables and being there for your child?
Absolutely. I'm definitely doing all I can to be there for my little one. I love my daughter.
Aww.
She's definitely my motivation. And anything I can do to break the cycle. I'm not trying to repeat the cycle. I know what it's like to grow without a father, so I'm not going to have her go through that. I'm going to do all I can to be the best I can be, regardless of my circumstances. I'm going to push and move forward. That's just how it is. Real talk. I'm going to keep this going, because I know just as much, as her being a young lady, a mother figure in her life is important. A father figure in her life is just as important.
It really is.
So I gotta do the best I can to shower her with love and grow with her. Because this is new, because I don't know how really fatherhood is like,
So if we had the reunion show, would you have brought your daughter out? Like, what I'm trying to visualize. Let us visualize what would have happened. What we.
Well, I to be honest, I would have no choice but to get my little one to come out and try to work that out with MTV. Because she was a part of the show. It wasn't like this was just a random.
She's a real world baby, for real.
There. Yeah. She's the first. So I definitely will have her on the reunion. got to keep it going. Got to keep her involved because she is involved. She's a big reason.
Right. So, talking about keeping it going, I'm hearing rumors that the Real World may not be going on any longer. Like, that's the reason why you guys haven't had a reunion.
You know what? If that's true, I mean, I don't know what to say about that, because that'd be shocking.
You've heard that, though, right? I believe you've heard that.
It's rumors going around, and I don't know if it's true, but I have heard that. I'm not going to deny that I did not hear it. I did, and I'm shocked. And I hope it's not true. I hope it keeps going because I feel like the Skeletons were just to get up with something different, and that's what we need out here. And our generation was to embrace that, something different. Know that they're not alone. Instead of just saying, 7 roommates in the house entertaining each other for consecutive weeks, they got a chance to see 7 roommates entertaining each other, skeletons as well as each other. So it's totally different. Last year we knew what to expect with the explosion. It's the X. It's the X. This year, you didn't know what to expect.
Right. So they're trying something different. It's possibly that they're sitting on it, seeing if people are still interested, because it's definitely interesting that you guys didn't have a reunion. We don't know why. Do you know why? I mean,
I don't know why. And in slang terms, am I salty? Yes. I wanted to embrace that. That's like one of the biggest.
You didn't get to
parts,
have that.
of the Real World. I felt teased being a part of such an amazing documentary and not getting a chance to embrace the reunion.
Right.
That's what everybody looks forward to. Like, okay, what they up to now? We already seen what took place so months ago when they filmed. What they doing now? Are they still rocking? How the relationships going? You want to see that, We wasn't able to be seen like that, and that hurt a little bit, But we okay.
Yeah, so we're talking to Jason Hill from season 30 of The Real World. It was called Skeletons, and it may possibly be the last Real World. We don't know. It's up in the air right now. Rumors. So what are you doing now before, we let you go, and we don't know what happens with The Real World?
What I'm doing now? That's a good question. What am I doing now? Well, other than enjoying fatherhood, I'm definitely out here working. I'm definitely got some things worked up. I'm rocking with a great guy out there in LA. We got a nice little movement going. Working with, CGM. Trying to make some noise, get some things working and move forward. I'm just, I'm trying to keep my name on people's tongues, I'm trying to keep my name rolling on people's tongue and in the meantime, still do my responsibilities. Now, home, as far as my occupation, I'm a pharmacy tech, dealing with different cases of, different patients and things like that.
So you're not just, focusing on the Real World and the entertainment stuff. You got your gig. You got your real life gig going on. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, got to be realistic here. I was a part of reality, and back home, it's my reality. Yeah, so I got to take care of my little one and do what I got to do. But in the meantime, on the side, still yet pursue it and push forward on what I really want to do. But I'm not going to talk too much on that. But it will be seen soon, real soon.
Are we going to look out for you maybe on a challenge? Maybe we'll get you back on there?
Woo! You know what? Be on the lookout for me on that. I'm going to speak that into existence. If they reach out to me and say, what do you think? Do you want to do it? I'm going to say, yes, of course. Hello. I mean, I definitely would like to be out there. Hey.
Town411.com.
Hey, this is Jason from Real World Skeletons. Check out my interview and more interviews on talkingtotown411.com.